What's that? Who's that guy?
So what are you filming today?
We're going to fit a new exhaust.
What was that?
We need to cut a big hole out of here, but before we do that first, we need to give it a good clean. So I've given this a nice good clean, giving the other side a nice good clean. I'm going to get this masking tape here, and we're just going to mask off around the edges just to protect the paintwork in case I make a mess, which I might make a mess. So we'll do that right now.
Cool.
Okay, so these things here need to be removed, this strut here, because my jigsaw might not be powerful enough to go through this layer and this layer. So we're going to get an angle grinder, this little guy here, and we're just going to cut there, and we're going to cut there. Going to get a little a ruler, shatterproof, for this in school I think. And we're just going to draw a line with a Sharpie. No, we're not. I'm going to cut along there. Along there. And maybe here as well. That's really neat as well. And maybe here as well. Roughly like that.
How you feeling about cutting the van?
Not great. Do you think the van will be okay? Do you think the van feels pain?
Hopefully not.
I think we should give it some local anaesthetic.
Don't worry, Buzz. You're in good hands.
There you go. Give that 5 minutes and you'll be alright.
Right, this is the scary part. You ready?
I feel like a spaceman.
You look like a spaceman. Wow, smells metally.
Are we on fire?
No.
We're not on fire. Let's go right the way through.
It looks like it.
Need to do the top part now.
I just stand well back there, the sparks were like flying in my face. Oh Oh my god! Sparks were literally flying.
Okay.
Wow. How was that?
I don't want to touch that.
Is it quite hot?
It will be.
Yeah, I'd leave that for a few minutes. What is it you're doing now? Just taking.
That's it off. That's that bottom one off. But I think this bit is needs a little more encouragement. Maybe. Oh, there we go. It's just a little bit of gunk where it was blobbed on. Nice and straight there. Not so straight here. But that's fine. We should be alright maybe. Nah, in fact, I'll do that bit again. I'm gonna do that bit again.
What's next?
Well, now's the bit where I actually go through this outer skin here. So we don't have to, well, at least with the windows that I've bought, have to worry about measurements so much, because all we do is we just follow the edge of this inner skin here, and that's where the inside of the window will come in. We're now going to drill through the van.
Exciting. You'll be fine.
Here we go. Here we go. No going back. No going back. One. Daylight. I hope he didn't feel that. I hope the anaesthetic worked.
Oh, Buzz. You've just put 4 holes in the van. How do you feel?
No going back now.
No.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to get this Sharpie pen here and this straight edge here, and we're going to join up those dots. It's a game of join the dots. And that's how we know where to cut, really. That's where we cut initially. Once we cut through here, we'll be able to see the inner skin, and I will just follow with my jigsaw around the grooves of the inner skin. Got a nice fresh blade and my jigsaw there, so let's get it in there and just go around my lines that I made, and it should all be nice and easy. Nice and easy. He doesn't feel a thing. What's that?
Did it cut?
Yeah, but got it done to the paint.
What are these claw marks?
Oh. It's like,
Is that supposed to happen?
there'll be a window covering that.
Oh yeah, okay.
You're not going to see it, but
Oh, fair enough.
at the same time,
Oh, is that from the...
yeah, it's just from that.
That might just wipe off.
Nah.
Do you know what this reminds me of?
What?
That Mr. Bean episode, the New Year one,
Oh yeah.
when he's cutting through his wall with a saw.
Yeah. Okay, I've left about 5 mil on each hole, well, apart from that one, so it doesn't land on me. In hindsight, I think it's probably a good idea to mask the actual area that you're cutting. Can you hold that for me?
Mm-hmm.
Go. One more. Yes, I think there's one more. Lift it up a little bit.
Yep.
You feel rain?
No. Oh,
You've got it.
wobbly. Okay.
Yeah.
Yay! Cool.
Oh. Oh god.
Cut a hole in the van. You can see your thinking chair.
Yes, the thinking chair. Okay, so now we need to do that again. Now we're going to follow this around the edges now that we can see it. So we need to do all of that again. What a laugh! We've got the corner part here. I think I'm going to have to drill a few holes to be able to get around that corner there. 4.
Can I have a Mr. Whippy, please?
Sure. Do you want a flake?
Go on.
Do you want a flake in that, love? That's what Melanie Sykes said.
Who's Melanie Sykes?
One of those ladies from the 90s. Oh no!
Flew away.
No! Here we go again. It's kind of hard to see what you're doing. Okay. Just one more bit. No, you can't see. So I'll do that again. Don't worry, I'll make that straight.
You're a bit metally.
I am like metal man, metal filing man.
like a really awkward angle.
It is.
Yay! Was that fun?
Ha! Got probably one of the dodgiest cuts in history. Window installation.
Yeah, well, it's your first time doing it. I think you've done pretty well for your first time.
Oh, it's awkward.
I'm just glad you didn't ask me to do any sawing or anything. It would have been way wonkier.
Well, it's not over yet because there's still this big wonky bit here. But
I think that's pretty decent.
not bad. There's a couple of bits we need to trim up.
Mhm.
But I'm going to get all these metal filings off me now. Did that work?
No.
No.
Maybe swing your arms around or something. That might work.
What's happening?
Just doing a bit of cleaning.
What, you don't cut yourself?
Yeah.
Look what I've done. Hey, look. Look what I've done. Look down here as well. And down here. Look what I've done. Lesson learned. Have I got bogies hanging from my nose?
No.
It's getting cold.
Yep.
So I need to seal this off now because it'll just go all rusty and minging. So the guy in the video used the primer for the window. So that's what I'm going to do.
What kind of primer is it?
It's the stuff that comes with the glass, like the kit.
Alright.
So if it was good enough for him, it's good enough for me.
Is the video quite easy to follow then?
Yeah. Making sure that all bare metal is black. Get both sides. Make sure it covers all. Now the door, the window seal is going to cover this up, so I don't mind too much about it. You're going to see it. Look at that mess! Get this place tidied up! So this should be wide enough to cover both sides apparently.
Two 2,000 years later.
It's like wrestling with a snake.
Do you want me to hold that?
Yeah, could you?
Yeah. Oh, there's that bit there behind you.
I just need to get a Stanley and cut that. You met my pal, Stanley. I'm going to cut it a little bit oversized. It's better to have too much than too little.
Yeah.
That's not cutting the way I want it to cut. Watch out. That's metal! There's metal in that! What's that bit of metal there? What's that all about? Don't cut towards you.
No.
Don't cut towards you.
It terrifies me.
We can squeeze that in there, can't we? Yes, we can. Come on. There we go. Hold on.
Is it okay that that doesn't...
Yeah, because there's going to be a window over this.
Oh, right, okay.
That'll do.
You love it.
Dry fit. Here's the window. That'll go just about there like that.
Looks great.
Does it?
Yeah?
Does it look... It does look cool, doesn't it?
Hang on, I was going to look for it on the inside as well.
Okay.
Hi, I can see you.
Yeah,
How's it going?
pretty good. How are you?
That looks awesome.
Yeah. This window covers up most of my damage of the paint, apart from that part there, but don't worry about that, we'll fix that. Yeah,
Happy?
yeah. I'm not feeling any high spots or anything like that. It feels like we can do that, it'll bond down.
I don't know why, it just always scares me, like, the window's just been held up with those two things just now. You think, don't smash. Please don't smash. The primer's back.
What we need to do is what the guy did in the video anyway. He just follows the line of the outside of this rubber seal here, right round the edge of there, and then he doubles up on the top. It's a little sort of rainbow. So that's what I'm going to do.
Which video did you watch for this?
It was the company I bought it from called Kira Vans,
Alright.
with a K, Kira, and they have an instruction video.
That's helpful.
Stuff. So here we do. Let's go. Gonna go over that top bit again, like he did. Went over. Oh shit, too much. Like that. What do you think? No, it's not that big.
Did you just do the top bit over again, or did you do the bottom?
Just the top bit.
Okay, okay.
Okay, I think we need to now put it back on and then hold it up with tape, or you hold it. I think this is the part where you need to hold it very, very, very still for me. And I need to get a pencil, a sharp pencil. I will be right back. Sorry, that won't go anywhere. Where's my massive pencil? So I'm just going to draw a line around here That way when I take it back out, I know where to put the primer on the glass. Just on the outside of the edge.
Oh, right, okay.
Cool! We can take it off now.
So this is Chris's pencil line that he drew earlier.
Step.
Which step was that?
It's called glass activator.
Okay.
I don't know what it is, maybe it's just an IPA or something. I'll go outside my pencil line though, because I don't want to run it off. This is where the primer's actually going to go anyway, so if we just give it a good wipe around like that.
More primer.
So we're just going to go outside our pencil line. Right, adhesive. We are using Winbond automotive, should I say, glazing sealant, ultra cure, high modulus, apparently.
What does that mean?
I have no idea. Absolutely no idea. We need to stab the top of this with a screwdriver. You got a screwdriver? Neither do I.
No.
Be right back. Get a manky old screwdriver. Stab.
Does it need to be manky?
No. No, it doesn't. Ooh. This nozzle here is kind of weird. It's got like a V shape slot in it, but it's also got this bit here. And I don't know if I removed that or not. I don't think I do. Because it says in the instructions, fairly vague instructions that came with this. The video was a lot better. The height of it needs to be 1.5 times the width of it, so I think that's probably right. This is at room temperature, by the way. I've had this in the house, so it's a lot warmer than it is out here. So here we go. Oh, this is hard.
Oh, it's really thick. Oh.
Here we go.
Moment of truth.
Hopefully I've got enough adhesive on this.
Would you like me to hold it to see, and you can
Just
check?
Press it in we've got a little bit of wiggle room. And that's pretty good. We're just gonna bring down our tape, just like before. Got a little bit of gunk coming out the bottom.
Is that normal?
But my theory is once it's dry, I can just
Tidy
get
that
a
up.
blade
Yeah.
and cut that off. Well, that's what I hope anyway. Wow! Well, there we go. We did it.
You did it.
I'm knackered. We need to get some food.
Do you want to look at it from the inside?
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Oh wow! Did you look at that? No gunk has come over on the inside. Oh, cool. One window done. Okay, so we'll wait till tomorrow until we do this one here.
Hello.
Day 2, and I'm quite tired. We're going to fit this window here. This one here, look, opens. And that's going to go on this side, the driver's side of the van. Right there. That's cool. If you're wondering why we're doing this after work when I'm tired, I just had a nap honestly, and I'm still pretty knackered. I kind of need to wake up because I'm about to use an angle grinder. Had a coffee though. Nice.
Yeah, but what time did you wake up this morning?
4, something like that.
Why?
I got really excited about the van. I sat in it right there and I watched the sunrise with a cup of tea. Sunrise that came up over those trees over there. And I just sat in the van looking out the window going, wow, isn't that nice?
And I was fast asleep.
And then I stayed up till about 8:30, you know, about half an hour before work, and then I got really sleepy.
And then you had to work.
Yeah, so I had a nap. So, yeah, this weather, it's not normal. So I want to get this done before the weather goes back to normal, which is rain every day, forever. So, yeah, that's why we're doing this.
There's a little bit of time pressure, I guess, isn't
Yeah,
there?
so the weekend, it's a bank holiday, so we've got 3 days to do van stuff, but it's going to be raining, so it has to be in there.
Maybe nice one of the days at the weekend, we'll see.
Also, there's one more thing I'd like to clear up, it's really important. See this stain here on my shorts? It's not what you think it is. Dude, these shorts, I use these shorts for like DIY, gardening, that kind of thing. You know, it's things where you're going to get mucky and stuff on you. Okay, it's probably glue. What I did yesterday when I put the primer on, I did it just outside the pencil line. But just outside the pencil line is where that rubber seal is. So luckily for me, I doubled up. So I'll remember this time to leave about 10 mil outside of the pencil line and then put the primer on. Seeing people do this, they do it so straight and so neat.
You do it for a living though.
They're running. Here we go again. It's going to start up here this time. Second window's on. I ran out of gunk when I got to about here, but I had gunk left over from yesterday, so I used that gunk. There's a little too much gunk on the bottom again, but I just get scared. I think more gunk, we need more gunk. I don't want it to fall off or leak. In fact, I think leaking would be worse than falling off. That's it. So what I'll do, we'll leave that and get some food because it's getting dark and I'm getting really hungry. Tomorrow we'll test it for leaks. Okay, so it's been about 24 hours since I installed the second window, and I've given the windows a good blast. This window, bone dry. Not a single drop came through. That was the second window I did. First window, we got ourselves a leak. And there, one little bead came through there. On one hand I was thinking, oh no, that's it. Have to take the whole thing off and start again. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to worry about that one little bit. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Window's done. Moving on. Okay, so it's been about a week since we put the windows in. We've had a lot of rain and I've not seen any water inside the windows at all, so that's really encouraging. But because I did see some water when we did the hose test after I installed it, makes me think I have to do something about it. So I've got this stuff. Captain Tolley's Creeping Crack Cure. Finds and fixes leaks. Crack must be less than 0.8 millimeters wide, dry and grease free. Well, I can't guarantee that. Apply sparingly at 30-minute intervals until filled. Rapid absorption, blah, 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 blah. Excess 2 to 3 days for curing though. Now, it's not going to rain tonight, I don't think. Apparently it's not going to rain tomorrow either. 10 degrees, probably about 10 degrees right now. So let's get this. Little beastie. Let's get this. I think it's probably here. Was it here? I can't remember now. Right, well, let's wait. Wipe off the excess and wait 30 minutes. Oh, I see it, I see it. Do you see it? There. That's our guy. That's our problem. Right, blue roll. Oh shit, oh shit, shit. Let's wait 30 minutes. About 5:30. Okay, it's been about 30 minutes. I've got a bit of blue roll on the other side there just to catch it. Just give it a good squeeze. Okay, we'll give it another 30 minutes. Okay, so I've done 3 applications now and we're still got milk coming down. Not a good sign. It says on the bottle 30-minute intervals until effective. We've got about a quarter bottle left. Voiceover Chris here. After waiting a few days I realised actually on the bottle it says use sparingly and I wasn't. I was chucking it in there like it was going out of fashion. So put it back in, did another test and it worked. So yeah, you're only supposed to use a little bit. You're not supposed to empty the entire bottle into the crack. That's not a good idea. But we're bone dry now. Which is good news because I was really worried that I'd have to do the whole thing again. So, yay! Leaky windows. Something that can smelly feet. Leaky windows. Saved by Captain Tolley.